everyone. I'm again here with my new topic. So today's topic is selection of sensory panelist. So I will teach you all these process how we can select the panelist and what should be the procedure for the selection of panelist for the recruitment of the sensory panelist. So all these things I will compile or in this session. Okay, so this is the second lecture of second unit, and now come to the outline. And here is the outline. An outline, there is the introduction part and objective and recruitment of sensory panelists, then assignment, learning outcome, and references. So this is the outline of this particular topic that I will teach you what is the process, what should be the process for the recruitment of panelists, sensory panelist. Okay, now come to the introduction part. And in introduction, the sensory panels is a group of people trained to distinguish and evaluate all aspects regarding taste, flavor, and texture of food product. Okay, so here the sensory panel. What is sensory panel? So the group of people that is trained regarding that flavor, regarding the sensory, regarding the taste of the particular product. So these types of people can be select who have the particular property but particular interest related to food. Okay, so here they can easily evaluate the product. Is this product acceptable? Is this product can give us the profit whatever we are going to expect from this product? So all these aspects can be analyzed by the panelist. So here these panels evaluate all aspects, can have the that quality to evaluate the particular aspects regarding taste. Can we evaluate the taste particular and flavor and texture and mouthfeel, all these that will relate to the sense evaluation. All these product should evaluate by the panelist. These sensory judges act measuring tools. These judge sensory panels act as a measuring tools. Yeah, we can analyze by we can analyze any product from these panels. So they can work as a measuring tools of the particular product. For measuring tools means human measuring tools, you can say live measuring tools. With their senses parameters, they are able to evaluate finished good that cannot be instrumentally measured. So, with the use of sensory panels, we can evaluate the finished good product that cannot measured by the instrument method. There is a different method of the sensory evaluation, like the panel sensory panel, like physical or instrumental and chemical. So in physical we can conduct the panels for the sensory evaluation. Instrumental, we can use the different instrument for texture, aroma and color. All these parameters can be analyzed by the instrument. So you can say the instrumental method of the sense evaluation characteristics, right? And chemical method, like acidity, we can measure the sweetness and sourness, right? Salt percent, sugar, we can analyze the some parts of the sense evaluation by chemical methods. Okay, so here is the different types of sense evaluation we can conduct, like physical method, chemical method and instrumental method. The sensory panelists are trained to describe their sensory experiences using words they generate the previous training session. Yes, sensory panelists should be trained and they should have the knowledge related to the product and how they should have the knowledge how we can conduct the sensory evaluation, how we should start the evaluation process. All these knowledge should have to the particular sensory panelist. This should be the specification for the recruitment of the panels, right? So here there is a sensory panelist are trained should be trained to describe their sensory experiences using words they generate and previous training session. They can describe their specification during recruitment, and they should have that ability that they can easily conduct any training and they can conduct any program related to sensory evaluation. Okay, so we have to recruit that types of sensory panels, sensory panelist, right? So now come to the objective. Here is some objective. So to provide valid and reliable information to the research department, production and marketing in order for management to make sound business decision about the prescribed sensory property of the product. So this is the objective of this particular topic, that determine whether a flavor characteristics is perceptible and to what degree. You can say not only physical characteristics, all characteristics that come under the sensory evaluation we can prescribe, right? So this is the objective. And now come to the recruitment of panelists. How we can recruit the panels? So the sensory panelist must make sure that the people who are recruited know what is expected of them during the study. They should know about their work. Okay. So during recruitment of panelists, they should know about their work and they can easily explain their work during conduction of sensory evaluation, right? In the United States, the sensory panelist may also need to make sure that each panelist voluntarily sign in an informed consent form prior to participation in the study. Okay, what types of consent form have to sign by the panelist before participation in the study? Here during recruitment there is some form for the like consent form means panels can describe that he had their particular interest according to the product, regarding to the product, and they can analyze the product perfectly. Okay, so they have to sign their consent form prior participation in study. Panelist recruitment is classified into 3 stages. There is some classification for the recruitment of panelists. So here is some classification. There is some steps for the recruitment of sensory panelist, like qualification, then is screening and selection, then training. This is the process for the recruitment of panels. First of all, we have to check their documents regarding qualification. Is these recruiters is able to fulfill all qualification or not, is fit in the frame or not, regarding the sensory evaluation standards, right? So there is some classification for the recruitment of panels. So here qualification, screening and selection, and training. Okay, this is the classification of panelist. Okay, now come to the qualification. First point is qualification. Okay. So here is some requirement for the recruitment of panelist. So here first point is interest and motivation. Candidate who are interested in sensory analysis and have investigating curiosity are likely to be more motivated and will be better job. So, any candidate who are who want to join as a panelist should have the interest and motivation habits. Should have the interest regarding the investigation, and should have the curiosity regarding the taste, regarding the flavor, and and should have the motivative nature. So these types of panels can easily do their work and can be done the better way. Okay, if these types of if panels have not did not have any interest regarding the food, regarding the taste, so these types of panels cannot analyze the product particularly, cannot analyze the product perfectly. So there should be the interest and motivation in the candidate who are going to join as a panelist. Okay. Next point is attitude to foods. Attitude. Candidate have strong liking or disliking toward product. Like a dairy product should not be screened. So candidate have that attitude that they like strong they like the product, or they dislike the product. Okay, strong decision. They should have the strong decision regarding liking or disliking. They can easily decide, they have that quality. So uh, they uh, they may easily decide the liking or disliking. These qualities should be present in the particular panelist. Okay. Third point is knowledge and aptitude. The evaluator should have capacity to concentrate and to remain unaffected by external influences. He should have knowledge about basic aspects. So evaluators should have the capacity to concentrate on the product, and their memory uh, should be a sharp. Their memory have the capacity of learning, of memorizing. Okay, So they can easily memorize any digit, any point, any number. They can explain the product easily. Means if we have seven product, like six product or seven product, so panelists should remind the one to six product, one product. uh, he should remind in their mind that what was the taste of the first product and what is the taste of last product, so they can differentiate them easily. They should have that uh, property, that particular quality. So by this quality, any panelist can be explain the product easily, differentiate the product easily. They should have that quality for memorizing and for concentrate during sensory evaluation. Okay. He should have knowledge about basic aspects. He should have knowledge about the product, or about the basic concept of the product, basic information regarding the writing, regarding the filling of evaluation chart. They should have the basic knowledge regarding how to start the analysis, how to start the process of sensory evaluation. So these knowledge should be present in a panelist. Okay. Now come to the next point is health. There is health. Candidate should be in good general health, and they shall not suffer from any disability which may affect their senses, or from any allergies of illness, and shall not take medicine. Okay. So candidate should not have any diseases. He should not suffering from any illness, and because their affection, they are suffering from any illness or any disability, their sensors cannot work properly. They cannot focus perfectly on the particular product, right? Because they can't because these panelist means if you have any illness, if you have any disability, then you cannot focus on the product, because your mind is not stable, your mind will not stable during your illness. You will not feel comfortable regarding the sense evaluation, so you can't analyze the product particularly perfectly. So the panels should be free from disability, free from any illness which may affect their senses. Yes, their senses cannot work properly, so you can't analyze the product, or from any allergies or illness, and shall not take medicine. If you have any illness, any allergies, you cannot take medicine during evaluation. You can't take, because this taste remain in your mouth and you can't analyze the product, because it's all depends on your senses. It's all depends on the sensors, whose work who will work for sensory evaluation. Okay. Next point is ability to communicate. There in candidate, we are going to select that types of candidates should have the ability to communicate, should have the uh, description ability, so that they can easily describe the product for the purpose of selection. Means how I'm only select this product, why only I select this product, why. So they should have their ability to describe the product, why am I select this product. Okay, so all senses they prescribed when judging a food product is particularly important. The ability of candidate to communicate and describe the sensation they prescribe when judging a food product is particularly important. As I told you, all this. So candidate should have the particularly uh, description senses, so they can easily describe the product during the judging of the food product. Next point is availability. Candidate shall be available to attend both training and subsequent evaluation. Personnel who travel frequently or have heavy workload are often unsuitable for sensory work. Yes, there is the factor here. Um, okay, sorry. I'm coming to the next. Yes, this is no, not this one. Okay, here. So after that I'll come to the next point is selection and screening. Okay, so come to this point. This is the last point of this first classification. So here availability. So their candidate shall be available to attend both training and subsequent evaluation. They can their availability should be uh, these candidates should be available during training and during evaluation. So panels should be available every time where we need them. Okay, so personally these types of panels we can select those don't. Yes, so candidate should be available in um, all time where we need them. Okay, so there and personal there these types of candidates like science panelists should not be travel frequently. They can't travel anywhere regularly, and they do not have the workload. Okay, because their work heavy due to heavy workload, they unsuited for sensitive evaluation, for sensitive work, because due to their heavy workload they can't focus on the sensitive evaluation. They cannot relax for some time, and their mind cannot be mm, uh, go into the relaxing mode. So their sensors will not work properly, perfectly. So and sensory panels cannot travel frequently. During traveling, after traveling, they feel tiredness, and they can't travel. They can't analyze the product particularly. Okay, and due to heavy workload, their mind cannot work for focus. Their mind cannot focus because they have uh, uh, stress of their particular work, regarding the work, so they can't focus on the sensory evaluation. Okay, so this is the qualification of the sensory evaluation recruitment, of the panel recruitment. Okay, and so this is the first part of this topic, recruitment of sensory evaluation. And this second point is screening and selection. So this screening and selection I will teach you in next part, next session of this particular topic. If you have any query, so you can ask me during my webinar. And when you watch this video, so you can write down their point, what you want to ask me. Then you can ask me during webinar, and you can text me if you want. You can text me if you have any doubt. Okay, thank you.